Today we're making homemade pasta from scratch. I don't know why I'm holding this pizza cutter. Homemade pasta is very easy and very fun to make. It's also very easy to add ingredients to change the color or change the flavor. So let's get started. For this you'll need 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 4 eggs, and a pinch of salt. First measure out the 3 cups of flour into a large mixing bowl. Then form a little bit of a well or a pocket in the middle of the flour. Crack the 4 eggs into the well, then add the pinch of salt. Using a fork, beat the eggs together, then slowly start to add in the walls around the well to mix in some of the flour. As you continue to mix, you'll probably need to switch to something bigger like a spoon. Once the dough really starts to come together, I usually switch to my hands and just knead it together in the bowl for a little while. Then dump the dough on the counter, put on your favorite mixing music, and continue to knead the dough. Now at this point you can either roll out the dough by hand with a rolling pin and then cut it into pasta shapes, or if you have a pasta maker you can use that. That's what I have, so I'll show you how I use it. First, make sure your pasta maker is secure. Then break off a small chunk of dough, roll it flat into a kind of log shape, and then run it through the pasta maker. Depending on how wet your dough is at this point, you may need to brush the sides with flour to keep it from falling apart. Continue to run it through the pasta maker, folding it in on itself and running it through again to make sure it's nice and flat and holds together. After the dough has been well flattened, change the settings on the pasta maker to make the dough even thinner. Then cut the strip of dough to the lengths that you want for your pasta. Then run it through the pasta cutters, and there you have it. Now just keep repeating these steps over and over until you go through all your dough. To dry the pasta, I hang it up on clothes hangers for a couple of hours. Once they're done drying, I then put them into freezer bags and keep them in the freezer. So there you go, fresh pasta everywhere. Like I said before, you can add different ingredients to change the color or change the flavor, and I'll probably do a video later on showing how to do that. You can also just roll the pasta dough out flat and then cut it up for a ravioli or things like that. As always, the link for the recipe is in the description. Feel free to check it out.